Good afternoon. My name is Barbara, and on behalf of Yvonne's daughter Kerry and Yvonne's family, I welcome you today in respect to celebrate her life. And I would also like to recognise those watching from afar on live stream, and especially Yvonne's last remaining sister Faye. It's good and important to know that we can all share this service with you. One day, we will walk a path without a loved one in it. Losing a loved one is one of the most challenging journeys you can take. Today, in honour of Yvonne's legacy, I invite you to join with us and create a space of healing and remembrance. In times of grief, finding peace in a shared experience can bring great comfort. Though people pass away, their presence of love remains forever etched in the footprints that they leave behind. The sound of their laughter will always remain in the echo of the wind. The warmth of their embrace will be felt in the gentle rays of the sun warming your soul. Yvonne Joyce Stewart passed away in the Mersey Hospital on Thursday, the 1st of April, her daughter Kerry by her side. She was 88 years. Yvonne had been diagnosed with breast cancer last year, and complications from this made it difficult for her to carry on her fight. The time came for her to move on from the restrictions of the earthly plane and join her beloved husband Ron and others gone before. Yvonne Joyce Stewart was born on Tuesday, the 3rd of November 1936, to parents Nigel and Irene Jones. Her father was a plasterer and her mother a dressmaker. She had 5 siblings: Rita, Alan, Ray, Valma and Faye, Faye being her only remaining one, with us today on live stream. The family lived at Brighton Lee Sands, New South Wales, south of Sydney, where Faye said the children of the family enjoyed the beach and the nearby baths that had a roller skating rink on top, and they spent many hours there. Yvonne attended school in Cogra. They lived at Brighton Lee for 12 years before moving to Enmore, a suburb of Sydney. When Yvonne left school, she said to her friend, "Let's go out and find work." So they walked around the district and into Alliance Cartons, where they secured work on the production line. Later, Yvonne would become the first female salesperson for the company and go on to win awards for this. We must remember it was a time when it was tough for women, and she did cop a lot from the male workers. However, her resilient, strong personality helped her, and she was to stay with Alliance for 20 odd years, retiring from there. Of course, life things happened in between her working days. And one night in 1954, she was out with friends, and a group of them were getting a lift from a young man called Ron Stewart, who was a gunner in the Navy. Ron used to tell the story that he was smitten by this young lady he could see in the rear view mirror, and he said he could see the bedroom door closing. That was a bit naughty, Ron. But as it turned out, they dated for a year, and they were married on the 18th of June, 1955. Children eventually came along, Kerry and Glenn, and the couple bought a plot and built their first home in Revesby. Ron eventually left the Navy in 1958 and obtained work with Yorkshire Fittings. Yvonne, meantime, stayed with Alliance Cartons. When Yvonne decided to retire in her 50s, Glenn said, "Well, if you're doing that, I am too." Thus began their love of travel. Yvonne often said that she had a gypsy soul. They lived in a good few places and travelled to many. They went around Australia twice in their caravan, took many trips overseas, including Fiji, Vanuatu, Thailand, Cambodia, and more. Constant trips to visit family, their own children now having kids of their own. Kerry with Megan, and Glenn and his wife Rachel had Emily. Kerry's daughter Megan and partner Grant then had little great-grandchild Luca Bell. Yvonne played bowls for a while, but she never lost the love of the beach. Growing up beside it, she just went there quite a bit. Both Ron and her did a lot of walking. Sadly, when Ron passed, Yvonne was in New South Wales by herself, so she decided to come down to Tasmania, where Kerry was living. 10 years ago, Kerry flew to New South Wales, packed up Mum's car, and drove her back to Tassie, coming on the ship, where they had a little celebration of their move. Yvonne was then 78. Talking of celebration, Yvonne loved her happy hours, a staple when you're caravanning, as some of you will know, and elsewhere, of course. She made a good few friends in Tasmania, including her bingo pals, Jan, Jenny, and Jane. One of her first neighbours, Alan, helped Yvonne a lot, and on moving to another house, another neighbour, Pam, became a close friend. However, most of all, her daughter Kerry was her mum's constant companion. They travelled to many places, usually in Asia, on many holidays, where they made a lot of exceptional memories. They celebrated Yvonne's 80th in Thailand. Kerry also took her mum back to New South Wales, where they visited the childhood family home and the church where Ron and her were married. They took a walk around the area, Kerry listening to her mum's memories, a very special time. As mentioned, Yvonne had a gypsy soul and an absolute love of travel. She was born in an era where women had to be resilient, strong, organised. And of course it was after World War, and this saw depression and food restrictions. However, she was loving, and her sense of humour saw her through much. Now, as you can imagine, on a day like today, and especially with the family being so close, it's very difficult for them to do their own tributes. So they have written a tribute for me to read. First of all, I would like to read granddaughter Megan's. Nan, I am so grateful for the time we had together. I'll miss the way you would listen to whatever crazy idea I had, with all ears and no judgment. I'll miss the bucket of biscuits, the coffee and the frozen pizzas you would have waiting for us when we got to your house. I'll miss ringing you and you answering, "Hello, my darling." I remember when I was pregnant, you were so excited. Almost immediately, you were off buying things to spoil your great-grandchild with. I was only 3 months, but you were buying everything pink. And I'd say to you, "We don't know if it's a girl yet." And you'd reply, "Oh, she's a girl, I know it." And as we all know now, you were right. I'm so thankful you got to meet Luca and that you got to spend just shy of 4 years knowing and loving her. I remember the first time you held her, your eyes lit up. You were in awe and loved her more than anything straight away. She will always know how much you loved her and adored her. The last time I saw you, you were tired. You were ready to go. When we left the hospital, I gave you one last hug as you slept, and I told you, "I love you so much, Nanny." And then I felt your hand brush my cheek, and you said, "I love you too." You were so weak, but you still managed to tell me you loved me one last time. The memories you and I share are etched in my heart forever. I miss you, and I love you endlessly and always. Megan, Luca and Grant. And this from Yvonne's daughter, Kerry. My mama, my biggest fan. So, here we are at the end of the road as we knew it, the time I never wanted to have to deal with. You always told me how strong I am and that I can do anything. So I'm sorry that reading my tribute to you is something I'm just not strong enough to do, not on this day. I'm struggling to get my head around the fact that you're no longer here. To imagine my life without you in it leaves me feeling lost and empty. You were always so strong and always got through everything, so of course I thought that it would be the same this time too. I told you I could fix anything, but I couldn't, not this time, and I'm sorry. My mind scrambles thinking, who will be my biggest fan? Who will encourage and support me? Who will listen with interest to all my crazy ideas and theories? Who will tell me if I'm out of line and pull me back? Who will be my rock? And who will love you as much as I did? Or who will love you as much as you did? The fact is, there'll never be another who, because there'll never be another you. When I think of you and reminisce, I won't recall the challenges we had at times navigating our different perspectives and expectations, or the bumpy road we travelled at times. What I will recall are all the amazing times you and I had together, and there's so many. Some of our shenanigans that come to mind are the bars in Cambodia and Thailand, crazy hair-raising road trips in Asia, dodgy taxis, stolen phones and scammers in Vietnam, going to get KFC in Saigon at peak hour because you just had to have it, a not so straight walk back to our bungalow, laughing so much that we almost our pants. And from memory, pretty sure maybe you actually did, which made us laugh even more. Hundreds of happy hours, teaching you how to drink from a stubby because I only ever taught you the cool stuff. I can still hear you saying, "My daughter, the lady," and we'd laugh. And all the while, me trying extremely hard to be the responsible one, which didn't always work out that well. Those times created another adventure and treasured memory that we'll always laugh about later. I was actually responsible sometimes, but lucky that you were there to step in when I needed. Looking through all the photos reminded me of just how many places, adventures, and amazing memories and laughs you and I shared, and what we experienced together. And I will never forget, and I will treasure that forever. You called me your little angel in your final hours, and I want you to know it was a privilege and a comfort for me to know that I could be your angel until the end. I just hope that you found some comfort in knowing I was with you. My life will never be the same without you, but I know you'd want me to live the rest of mine continuing our legacy and adventures. I will do you proud, Mama, and I know you'll be giving me the strength to carry on without you. So, travel safe on your biggest and most adventurous journey of all, knowing that you'll always be locked safely in my heart. Love you, Mama, Kez. We'll now reminisce with a few of those adventures in the photos.
To hear your voice, to see you smile, to sit and talk to you a while, to be together the same old way, that would be our greatest wish today. To hear you laugh, to hear you cry, or just a chance to say goodbye, to say the things we didn't say, that would be our greatest wish today. But all we can do is throw a flower on the water, look for the sun through the rain, lay a little frangipani gentle on the water, remember how we loved you. To comb your hair, to lace your shoes, buy some flowers, let you choose, a phone call when you're away, just to see if you're okay. To hear your voice, to see you smile, to sit and talk to you a while, to be together the same old way, that would be our greatest wish today. But all we can do is throw a flower on the water, look for the sun through the rain, lay a little frangipani gentle on the water, remember how we loved you. Remember how we loved you. All we can do is throw a flower on the water, look for the sun through the rain, lay a little frangipani gentle on the water, remember how we loved you. Remember how we loved you. But all we can do is throw a flower. Remember how we loved you. Look for the sun through the rain. Remember how we loved you. But all we can do is throw a flower on the water. Remember how we loved you. Remember how we loved you.
Of the way we were. smiles we gave to one another, for the way we were. Can it be that it was all so simple then? Or has time rewritten every line? If we had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we? Could we? Memories may be beautiful, and yet what's too painful to remember, we simply choose to forget. So it's the laughter we will remember. Whenever we remember the way we were, the way we
somewhere over the rainbow.
Some very precious memories there, and no wonder Ron was looking at her in the mirror when she was younger. A very nice looking lady. I'd just like to remind everyone after the service today there are refreshments being served in here. However, once we've done the closing, we will be removing Yvonne out to the hearse. If you would like to follow out and place some petals, you're most welcome. Or if you just want to wait on the veranda, that's fine until the team set up in here. They're very quick at doing that. Okay. A poem. Feel no guilt in the laughter. Feel no guilt in the laughter, she knows how much you care. Feel no sorrow in a smile that she's not here to share. So, talk about the good times and the ways you showed you cared, the days you spent together and all the happiness you shared. Let the memories surround, a word someone might say will suddenly recapture a time, an hour, a day. This will bring her back clearly, as though she were still here. It fills you with feelings that she's always near. For if you keep those memories, you'll never be apart, and she will live forever, locked safely in your heart. Yvonne Joyce Stewart, as your loved ones and friends prepared their hearts to say goodbye, the fact that you had a long life doesn't make it easier for anyone, least of all those who loved you. You can now go to Ron. He's waiting at the gate to welcome you home, just as we know you'll be there when others arrive in their time. The French have a saying. They say, well, rather, they don't say I miss you. They say you are missing from me. That missing will be felt, but loved ones do not leave us empty. They leave us full of memories, lessons, and love that is the power to sustain us in grief. Therefore, Yvonne, as you're taking forward, into the freedom of the wind, we let you go. Into the dance of the stars and the planets, we let you go. Into the wind's breath and the stardust, we let you go. Your soul is now dancing in starlight, above all the countries you loved, and most of all, above all your loved ones. Yvonne, your body we now tenderly commit to your final rest. With much love and deep peace, we leave you, and we bid you farewell. And just before we do, I'd like to place some flowers just on the floor behind here. For the life that Yvonne had. And now, if you would like to follow out and place your petals for her forward journey. Thank you.